and sighted caribou. I have fought Nanook the bear with a spear and killed him. But I think no day of my life will be remembered like this one. My name is Kasuktok. My wife is Alok. She has always gone where I go. The woman, the children, the dogs. We Eskimo travel to hunt and fish. We hunt and fish to live. Now I had hired a man with a fine boat, and we were on a strange hunt in strange waters. Siksik, my son, he had the hunter's eye today. Our long journey was over. We had come from our own people on the edge of the world to join the people who get the rock.
If the top side of North Rankin nickel mine on the shore of Hudson Bay looks odd to an Eskimo, I sometimes wonder what they think about the bottom side. Quite a few of them get there, too. They go from the nomadic life of a hunter to mechanized hard rock mining, sort of in between breaths. The mine is sunk right into permafrost. It's always below freezing underground, sort of natural air conditioning. The Eskimos probably figured we were nuts, wanting to knock all this rock about. But they do a good job. Much of the underground work is handled by Eskimos. They make good operators. Do a miner's work, get a miner's pay. At this stage, with the mucking machine clearing it out, our ore doesn't look like much. But it's good stuff. In fact, it's just about the richest nickel and copper ore in the world. If it wasn't so rich, there'd be no possibility of a mine up here in the subarctic. Mining in permafrost has its advantages. No need to shore up the tunnels. Good thing, too. Not a stick of real timber grows within 500 miles of this place. Of course, we've got our problems. Moisture freezing in the air lines. That's one most hard rock men never have to worry about. But then most of them never have to worry about Eskimos either. Not that we worry, but, well, mining is sort of unusual for these men. They're not used to regulations and routine and shift work and safety. Even so, they've caught on mighty fast. And not only underground. Up top, they're in the concentrate mill. And the crusher operation, that's 100% Eskimo. Of course, there's lots of work around that isn't really mining, like airstrip maintenance. That's where Kasuktok found himself after he applied for work.
They gave me a job and asked me to go help that man. So I went. He said, "Come here." So I came. We pushed this, and behold, it moves backwards. He was teaching me the magic of the big machine. It was a strange world I had come to, and I was glad that not far away, just over the hill, there was a more familiar life. There was Itaviak, a place built by the government for many of the people who in recent years have missed the caribou and almost starved. It is fun to watch people of the inland learn to mend and use fish nets, just like people of the baby whales. But some will always want to hunt Hunt, fish, or the mine. It is our choice. But hunting now is not good. Now there is sometimes a better living in carving animals than in hunting them. Around here, the white man likes to buy the stone we carve as well as dig stone from the earth. The white man must have great love for stone. In this country, he should be very happy.
At first, we had to learn from the Eskimo how to live in the North. Now they're learning from us how to look for minerals. The mine runs a prospecting class, showing the men how certain geological features can reveal information. A hunter looks for signs, and so does a prospector. Like a hunter, a prospector's not interested in just anything, but when he finds the right thing, he makes a killing. We have language problems, but I think we're getting across to some of them. For their sake, we've got to. This mine's just an experiment. Ore body is limited. When North Rankin peters out, where to next? A good, rich strike could make a lot of difference. In case one of the men ever does get lucky, the course includes claim staking. No stakes around here, so we build cairns. We have a little graduation ceremony. Those who really put out effort are given a prospector's hammer and a box of ore samples. It's a big day.
I had been with the people of the rock some time now. One day my son came running. Whales, white whales. Ah, what news. It was long since I had killed a whale.
Ah, what's the use? Can't stop an Eskimo hunting. We've found it's best to relax and to have several men trained for the same job. Anyway, with time, they settle in and get so they ask permission to break off work. Sometimes I feel I'd like to down tools and take off with them.
We would stay out hunting for a week. Then we would find whales. But now we don't leave our work too long, so we keep our jobs. But we catch few whales. We could see our friend Shinituk go aboard the big ship. Shinituk is the only one who can guide the white man's big ship into the place where they get the rock. We are very proud of Shinituk.
Dashwood is no Queen Elizabeth, but on first arrival in mid-August, she sure looks good to us. A year's supply of material and food, all the way from Montreal. offloading is completed, the Dashwood becomes an ore carrier. We fill her up with nickel-copper concentrate. During the next few weeks, she'll shuttle back and forth, taking our year's production down to Port Churchill. Eventually, the company will get paid for ore that was mined a year ago. When the work eases up again, the Eskimos throw a party.
No one likes to miss a drum dance. It is part of our life. A man dances and his song is sung. Each hunter has his own song that tells how brave he is, how great a hunter, how big a lover. We tell of the days of our youth when we killed bear, walrus, and seal. Of the days when caribou covered the inland hills. We hear too how the caribou no longer come, and how our people have starved, frozen, and died. I think I'm happy to be here, among the people who get the rock. When I work, I live in one place and support my family. I still have time to teach my boy Siksik to be a hunter. It is a good life.
Our mine has been a good experiment. The Eskimos are adapting, and so are we. But what next? We know there are minerals here, and we've proved that Eskimos can make good miners. Who knows? These cold, grim Arctic barrens may hold quite a future. One thing for sure, Kazakh and his people love this land. They're determined to live off it the best they can, our way or their way. With luck, both ways.